16 to 25 and thinking about your future? Join us for See My Skills, How to Land Your Dream Job. Meet the Look mentors and mentees as they discuss the importance of supporting visually impaired young people into work and their employment top tips.
If you want advice from people who every day help other blind people to find work, then you want to come to the See My Skills event.
People should come to My Skills event because it is vital to know the best way to find employment and how to know what to expect.
I think people should go to the See My Skills event because it gives you the opportunity to learn from people you can relate to.
People should come to the See My Skills event to find out about different careers and to meet other visually impaired young people who have got a career.
It's a great way for somebody to come and get a little taster of various aspects of employment, the kind of challenges that they may face and how to overcome them.
I think people should come to the See My Skills event because it's just going to be a really informative and exciting opportunity.
I really want to find out the best way to write CV. It is vital to know how to do CV properly.
I'm hoping to find out where to start, when to bring up my VI, how to ask for the things I need and not be embarrassed by it when it's not something you should be embarrassed by.
I'm hoping to find out about different careers and how the visually impaired people who have a career have got there.
It is very vital to hear other VI people can serve as a role model, making you believe that in your abilities and think, if this person can do, so do I.
It's important to have the opportunity to hear from other VI people and about their experiences in work because it makes a really isolating experience a little bit less lonely.
It's so important that visually impaired people should share their experiences of getting into work as it helps younger people to feel more confident about what they want to do in the future.
It's important to hear from other VI people who are in work at the minute or who are sharing their own experiences that maybe younger people haven't had yet.
It will give you an insight into the breadth of jobs that people can actually access. So it's not necessary that if you're visually impaired, you have one career path open to you. There's loads out there.
I think it's really important to have the opportunity to listen to other visually impaired people who are in work. You can learn such a lot and also gain so much confidence.
I would say to a young visually impaired person who is looking for work to not be afraid to go out of comfort zone and not give up, because there will be definitely closed doors and some rejections, but they can help you to make stronger.
I'd say to a young visually impaired person looking for work that they're not alone. There's other people who are also struggling and going through the same thing they are, and they'll be okay.
I would say to a young visually impaired person looking for work to make sure the job they're looking at is right for them.
I would say to any young person who's out there looking for work, find a way to distinguish yourself, to show employers that you're not just another disabled person.
If I was giving advice to a young visually impaired person looking for work, don't expect things to come easy. There will be challenges, but there are always ways around those.
I'd say to young visually impaired people who are looking for work, have high expectations of yourself and don't be put off by what other people might think of you, or just because someone thinks you can't do something, you probably can. So just go for it.
What would make a big difference for visually impaired person in finding their job is if the society was more acceptable of people with disabilities.
I think what would make the biggest difference would definitely be more education on the subject. So not only for young VI people, but also for employers, because people often don't know what to ask, when to ask it, how to ask. And I think that's definitely something that restricts VIs from getting jobs.
If there were one thing that I would say needs to be done to help young VI people find their dream job and keep it, it would be to gain and maintain solid tech skills.
The thing that would really make a big difference to a lot of visually impaired young people looking for their ideal role is the work coaches that they encounter. A really good, empathetic, knowledgeable work coach can make a huge difference to how successful they are in navigating the world of employment.
It would make a really big difference to young visually impaired people finding jobs if, firstly, there were just more opportunities like those that this conference will present, more opportunities to hear from visually impaired people in work, but also a kind of more opportunities to raise awareness for the employers themselves and, for people to engage with employers.